Welcome to the Festival of Storytellers. I thank everybody that's involved with this process because we know writers need readers and writers need publishers.
Experience is not about the publisher, it is about us, the authors.
Hi, my name is Kristiann, and I am the author of Self-Served U.0 Resis for One cookbook. Basically, I designed this cookbook for anyone who is, they have a lot of food allergies or intolerances, and you have to kind of cook one single serving meal for yourself because of these ailments and intolerances, or for those who are just jumpstarting their fitness and health journey as well. All the recipes are free from gluten, soy, nuts, dairy, and legumes, which are all commonly found amongst many vegan recipes for people who are allergic to nuts and all of those things that you kind of have to retract from. So I wanted to create some delicious meals that have everything without those ingredients, and refining them to be tasteful, comfort food, things that we've eaten growing up that we have always loved, but maybe later in life you've developed allergies and you can't really enjoy those anymore. So that is why I created my cookbook. I myself have developed all these allergies at the age of 22. So I had to really refine my whole lifestyle based on these new finds. And I would search for many different recipes, and I just couldn't figure it out for a while, how to love food again and how to navigate a whole new diet with all these restrictions. This also kind of led me into a fitness regimen and a lifestyle that I didn't really know that I ever really needed. And it opened my eyes to just a whole new reality. And I've never felt better. I've never looked better. These are recipes that really have helped me step into the next portion of my life in the healthiest version of myself that I can be. So I wanted to help other people by introducing them to these recipes as well. They're all very easy to make. They're under 20 minutes to make. And, I just want people to be open to change in their own regimens, in their own diets. I've even gotten non-believers of the gluten-free lifestyle to get on board and really enjoy these recipes as well. And it's everything from pizza, pasta, cookies, brownies, all these delicious pastries. And then, of course, you have your salads and your the good dinner, the good stuff. And I wanted to really help people who don't know where to start. So this is a great starting point for you. Single serving, you can double it up. Hi, Robin. You can double up the recipe if there's more than one person. You can bring it to holidays, which tends to be the hardest part of having food allergies and intolerances and just a healthier food regimen. I always have to do that for my own holidays and kind of bring my own meal, but I'll always bulk it up so everyone else can try it as well. So one of my most popular recipes in my cookbook that hands down is a great dessert winner is my oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. I'm a cookie girl. I can't enter a store and not buy a cookie, but obviously if it's got the ingredients that I can't have, then I can't have it. So I had to refine my perfect cookie, and all of my family members, they want this recipe. So I said, okay, I'm going to put it in the book. I'm going to give it to the world, even though I promised I'd take it to the grave with me because it's my pride and joy. But it is gluten, dairy, soy, and nut free. No butter, no oils, and it's just delicious. My big go-to dinner recipe, which is huge, is the vegetable lasagna that I make, which is delicious. And you can have a lasagna that's got no cheese in there to bind it, basically by shredding your vegetables, grating them. It creates like a binding agent. You don't have to add a lot of salt. There's just so many ways that you can kind of refine it to be to your liking. You can add whatever you want to all of these recipes as well. My go-to is mushroom, zucchini, yellow squash, cauliflower, broccoli. I don't use garlic. I don't use onions because, again, those are flare-up agents for me personally. But if that's something that you can eat and you enjoy, then you can totally add that to your recipe as well. But I use a lot of cauliflower rice as a binding agent because the water within those vegetables will really kind of compress everything. I do intermittent fasting. I'm a huge proponent for that. I'm glad that you asked that, Carla. But again, that may not be for everyone. I do it because I know that when I eat earlier in the day, I find that I'm more hungry throughout the day, and then I'm more susceptible to overeating. So for me, I do have IBS and I do have colitis. So for me, it's best to start my meals at noon and not eat anything beyond 8 p.m. Thank you, JP. I hope you enjoy your day too. So, fun fact, I just returned from Africa 2 days ago, and I had to dive into the food and the culture out there, which was very challenging. But ironically, when I do travel in Europe, the food doesn't bother me at all. I could eat bread, I can eat dairy, all the things that I can't eat here in the United States, I can eat when I'm traveling abroad for work. And I actually come back and I'm feeling phenomenal from it, which is wild. So somebody just asked about snacks for kids. What I do for like my nieces and nephews and my cousins' kids, I have them test out all my recipes. So what I do is I'll take oatmeal. My oatmeal protein balls are phenomenal. They taste like little cookies. They taste like oatmeal cookies or like brownies. And all it is it's gluten-free oatmeal with a little bit of oat milk and water. Microwave that for 2 minutes. Put in either cacao powder for that chocolate brownie taste. I add chocolate protein and chocolate collagen, and I mix it all up so it's like a dough. Roll it into a ball, freeze it for an hour. You can add chocolate chips if you'd like. You can add pumpkin seeds, and it's a delicious snack. It literally tastes like a brownie. So that's a great snack for kids. You can also make almost like cauliflower chicken nuggets, but obviously there's no chicken in them. You can basically take nutritional yeast, cauliflower rice. You can even take broccoli, and you take gluten-free breadcrumbs, and you steam the vegetables so they get very soft, and then you kind of mush them all together, roll them into the gluten-free breadcrumbs, and you can air fry them. More snacks for people that love French fries. I'm air frying Japanese sweet potato, cutting them into fries, a little olive oil, a little bit of oregano, a little bit of paprika. Again, keeping it very simple on the seasonings based on your dietary restrictions and needs. If you like spice, you can make it spicy. These are all really great snacks as well. And you will find a lot of that in my cookbook. So my cookbook is available on Amazon Kindle. It's called Self-Served Rezzies for One Comfort Food Edition. So it's all the comfort food, all the feel-good meals. What exercise would you recommend to? So I like to lift weights. I like my Peloton, but I will say walking is key. 10,000 steps a day if you can. Even 6,000 to 8,000 a day if you're walking the dog or going out, just for leisure walks or on the treadmill. But I do like to bicycle. I love to do the elliptical. I like to do some weights because you do need to strength train. But something that people don't talk about with fitness, that goes hand in hand with your nutrition and the recipes and how you should be eating, is don't be afraid to feed yourself more when you are working out heavily. Your body craves it and needs it, but your body also needs some rest as well. So while I was traveling the last 16 days, I didn't have access to my usual workout regimen. So I really only had walking. And that break really did my body very nicely. It rested my whole system, kind of put everything into reset. And also, when you jump off of your food regimen for a little bit, maybe like 5 days, and then you go back into it, you're taking yourself off the plateau. So when you get off that plateau, you shock your body into seeing instant results and feeling a huge difference of mental clarity, physical strength, reducing bloating, all the things that you need. If you're constantly on the go, like I am, I would definitely say protein balls, which are in my cookbook. Easy to make. You can meal prep them. I even make my salad to go, put it in a container. You can also make these vegetable quesadillas that I have in my recipe book, which are super easy. Meal prep them. You can make vegetable spring rolls. And again, if you're not vegetarian and you do eat meat, you can add your own meat of preference in there as well. But usually my protein balls are like my go-to because they keep me full. They're easy to make. They're easy to eat when you're driving. They don't require needing a fork and knife and a million napkins. We all know how that goes. That's just my go-to staple in my everyday on-the-go move, even when I'm traveling. The dietary shakes, I don't know. I don't really use them, to be quite honest. They can be filling, but I don't love the ingredients personally. I have used one that I actually do like. And it is my protein powder source as well. It's called Owen, Owyn. It is a vegan protein. I use the chocolate and I mix chocolate collagen with it. I don't like the shakes because there's stuff in there that if you make your own shake at home with the powder, I just use either oat milk or water with spinach and maybe a couple berries and ice. And then it's much cleaner, in my opinion, and it doesn't give me any bloating. So I would say stay away from those shakes, personally, the pre-made ones, and kind of make your own and just put it in a water bottle and take it with you. I don't believe in really any of those like pre-made protein shakes as a quick fix to lose weight. It's just, it doesn't work. If anything, it causes bloating and discomfort. I have been on this journey with my food ailments and all of my allergies since I was 22. And it took me a solid 5 years to figure out what foods work for me. I would share the recipes with people that I know, put it on my social media. People would reach out to me all the time and say, you should write a cookbook. I really need these recipes. So I said, you're right, I should. So I did. And it's really helped so many people, even people that don't have food allergies, just kind of lean into a healthier food regimen. And it's easy enough to make where you're not like racking your head around trying to figure out how to get it done, and it's quick. And I hope that, if you are on this journey, give it a try. And you can refine it to your own liking. You may be able to eat legumes where you can eat chickpeas and beans and things like that you can incorporate in there. You can kind of use this as a base point to create your own recipes. Because right now what I'm doing is I'm eliminating all of the major allergens. You can add in whatever it is that you like and what you can have, but everybody's different. So I really wanted something super basic that you can build off of. And then you'll create an amazing meal for yourself based on maybe you eat chicken, maybe you eat shrimp, maybe you eat beef, whatever it is. Maybe you can have peanut butter. I can't. It's just the basic jump start of nutrition, basically. And I think that pretty much wraps up this live, and I'm glad that everyone tuned in. I hope it was helpful and informative, and I do hope you get the chance to buy my cookbook. It is on Amazon Kindle. It's self-served recipes for one. You can double up the recipes for two or more. You can bring them on holiday, and I hope it's helpful for anyone who's just ready to get started on a cleaner lifestyle. Anyone who may have allergies and needs some good snacks for kids. I just really do hope it can help somebody out there. That's the whole point of this. So I hope you enjoy. And it's been great connecting and chatting with all of you. Thank you so much.